That's mad funny.
Y'all love y'all
We don't think we look alike
okay.
at all.
So what's up, y'all? It's your boy Bruhman from the 5th floor, alongside my lovely co-host, the stylish local.
Hello.
And we're back for another episode of the Dress Code Podcast. We got a lot on the agenda today.
Ciao.
It's a lot weighing on my mind. Where do you want to start off first with this week?
Honestly,
Fashion week. Fashion. It was just fashion month, right?
Okay, fashion month.
Fashion. Smack me with some fashion. Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everybody knows Fashion Month starts in New York, then it's London, Paris, Milan. I just kind of feel like, I mean, I don't know where to start.
Talk to me. Who showed? Wait, first. Oh, speaking of Fashion Month, we got to give a shout out. What's the brand that I said one of my favorite brands that I love the most? That's so much fun.
Loewe.
And did you see who won
Yes. But honestly, like with Jonathan Anderson there,
yo,
and I feel like I don't know if people realize that Jonathan Anderson is the creative director of Loewe. It makes sense. So when you see like the similarities and like how he likes to play with just texture, proportion, he's very like out of the box. I love to see it.
Do you really see it? When I see J.W. Anderson, I see J.W. Anderson now getting into more of a creative bag, but I always look at them more so as like a conservative brand. Like it looked kind of like the logo was it was just like the logo was pretty simple. It was and you want to know what's also crazy part about it is I didn't learn about J.W. Anderson until Uniqlo's collaboration with them years ago. Okay, that's when I first. So you look at Uniqlo's contemporary style of clothing and I guess more so the Japanese style of dressing, and then you look at and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's just simple mom and pop. And then when the chain link slippers came out, I was like, whoa! Now when you think about it, I could definitely see those chain links being at Loewe.
Absolutely.
Because they're obnoxious.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
so
obnoxious.
The thing about it is with J.W. Anderson, like there are very understated pieces, but at the same time, there's always some little like twist or something, whether it's like an asymmetrical hemline or some kind of just interesting detail, right? But I feel like with Loewe right now, he's definitely taking it up a notch for sure with the detailing, and I'm obsessed. I love it, but I also love his brand as well. So like those two, they can get my money any day, John.
Yeah. Loewe get my money. Listen.
Yeah, they can get my money.
They could get my money if they started making my size, but
listen, somebody at Loewe see this and make his size, please.
They don't. Well, it's mostly for the shoes. They don't really cater to my size.
It's rough. For the guys with big feet, I'm sorry for y'all, especially
no,
in the designer
baby.
world.
Don't be sorry. Don't be.
We're good. I feel like it's tough trying to get sneakers, and then if there are a pair, there's probably like one or two pair in the collection. Stock, so it's just like y'all are afterthought.
I don't even think they go past 12.
That's wild.
Yeah, I don't think they go past 12. But Loewe is definitely one of my favorite brands to watch. And it's so funny because I look at Loewe and Bottega, and those are like completely different, but I feel like they're having so much fun with fashion. Yeah. And seeing the list for the top brand.
Is it the clip that I sent you?
Did you send me a clip?
I feel like I sent it to you on TikTok.
Mumu is the number one.
Yes. With me now, to be fair, right? I like Mumu.
They do really have a new monogram set out for the girls, and I do like it.
I'm really into Mumu, and I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was 2024 show or this past show, but it was this season. It was for 2023 for winter because one of the trends is hot pants, right? Hot pants basically are like micro shorts, very tiny, like you wearing a panty.
Carrying on.
But yes, very much so. But they styled them with just like oversized hoodies, and then they had on like wool jackets or bombers on top. And for some reason, I just ate it up. I ate it up. I don't know what it was. Not necessarily the hot pants because your girl needs some pants, but like the way that the bombers looked with the oversized hoodies. But it was very, I don't know. It did something to my spirit.
The only thing that I did see from them for the most part, they did it was like a monogram I don't know if it was shirt and top, but it just had the Mumu logo all over it. I was like, oh, this is fire.
Oh, well, they had that before.
They had that
because
before?
they did
I didn't pay attention.
They did a denim like bralette and denim pants like last year, and every time I tried to order it, sold out my size. So when I say sick, you size 6 heifers don't leave nothing for nobody. Because I was so mad, like I really want it. So I'm still looking for it because I'm pretty sure I can find it floating around somewhere.
We gonna find that fast. Yeah. So yeah, I was very surprised by that being the hottest brand of the year. Now, with that being the hottest brand of the year, what do you think that does for the street culture, and what does it do for, when I say street culture, I mean for the people who are watching it, like, are they rushing to the store, and what does that do for the ego? And do you feel like that like changes the ego of the brand? Because you don't, when you're having a conversation, especially right now in fashion, it's never nobody's speaking of Mumu. I'm not. Yeah. Especially since they're a female only brand, right?
Yeah, Mumu is like the baby sister to Prada.
Exactly.
There's no men's for Mumu. But the thing about it is that the girls who know, and the girls who get it. Okay. And they've been on Mumu, and they will continue to be on Mumu even after I remember any kind of like
cute little. It was like little small micro bags or something like that. They have cute
little bags. They have like hair clips. They have everything. But Mumu is basically, she's just a little bit, because I feel like Prada tends to lean, especially with the clothing, a little bit more, I don't want to use matronly, but more mature. Yeah. More mature. Mumu is fun. She's fun. You get a lot of sparkle with Mumu. You get colors. Yes. Like you get all those things with Mumu that I absolutely love. So for me, I feel like if Mumu is about to have a moment, it'll have its moment, and the girls are probably going to be on it. And I mean, I guess it is what it is. But I will say that I think every brand has that season. Every brand has that season where they're super popping, where everybody's buying it, especially like, us. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Mumu could possibly have that coming up, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure. But I don't know if it would change anything, like as far as the ego of the brand, because they know who they are. They know where they stand. They know what they do. They're a classic brand that's not going anywhere. But I feel like they don't get the type of hype and attention that a lot of these other brands in their like playing field get.
Okay. All right. So we say we could see a possible pickup so you say Mumu could kind of possibly be trendy. At the moment, it could be trendy.
There's levels to trendy.
Okay, let's get into it.
There's levels to trendy, and there's also who the person is, right? Because I feel like there's tacky trendy, and then there's like it girl trendy.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Does that make sense to you?
Tacky trendy, and then it girl.
Do I want to say tacky? I don't know if I want to say. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the exact word to use. But
when you say that, I hear tacky trendy, and I hear just one and done. And then when I hear it girl trendy, I hear statement piece.
For me, the it girls are the girls who are really fashion girls, right? Mm-hmm. And you know that when they're on something, it's like it's valid, or it's something that's about to take off, because they tend to have their feet in the water before everybody else does. And so for me, that's how I see it. Okay. I don't know if tacky is the word I want to use, though. I might need to change that word. But yeah.
So segueing into trends, what do you see as the next big fashion trends for the upcoming season for 2024?
Well, I was actually looking at some of the shows. It seemed like a lot of people did black and white. Like they were playing it very safe. And I was reading an article in Vogue, and it's like, I don't know if everyone is scared of basically like not selling, right? Because some things are not wearable. And I think consumers now are very conscious of the way that they purchase things and like just how they shop. So a lot of people seem to be leaning more towards classic pieces and things that they can really,
I'm gonna need to see that article, because niggas is looking ridiculous.
Also, certain things aren't geared towards us.
When I saw Lil Durk at the basketball game last year or 2 years ago with a J.W. Anderson sweater, and it was a broken in half skateboard on it, I said, I don't think that was RTW. RTW is ready to wear. I don't think that was RTW. I think that was runway. I don't think he was supposed to walk in there and say, no, not that. That
one.
The skateboard.
But the thing about it is that everybody doesn't have access to the runway pieces, right? So then when you get the access to the runway pieces, it's just like, what you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with it?
He didn't do what needed to be done.
Some people fail. Now, some people fail. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like when, that Marnie sweater was going crazy. The multicolored one.
Still going crazy.
It was a lot.
It's still going crazy.
It was a lot.
It's a lot. It's a beautiful sweater.
No, it's nice.
It's a beautiful sweater. I love it. I just hate how it got modeled. That was a very big trend for 2024 right about now. I'm trying to figure out what can I see as being right now, the biggest trend right now is all right, I'm because this I find highly offensive. Because I'm finna start dragging these little niggas in the street.
Ooh,
because I feel like they playing with me. Because I was okay. I wasn't okay with taking our classic songs that we grew up on, and now all of a sudden that's I won't say a remix, but we're taking a that all of a sudden the songs that we grew up on became those samples are classics. Like, excuse me, who the fuck you calling old?
Speak for
That's
yourself.
how I'm taking that.
Speak for yourself.
Who you calling old? Because that's not a classic, nigga. That's just a song. Okay? Now, we have a sudden emergence in Y2K fashion. What the fuck who is you little bastards calling old? Yo, son. Like, yeah, my brother had this your brother had this in 2000 and what?
This is very.
Don't call me old.
People talking about 2003.
Why is Ed Hardy vintage?
That's wild.
What?
To me. I was wearing Ed Hardy in high school. Okay, do not come for me.
Okay, now
don't do me.
Don't say that because now it makes it vintage.
Listen. Okay.
That makes it fossil.
It's just so crazy to me because stuff that I grew up loving, and I'm just like, damn.
What do you mean it's making a comeback?
Y'all really, this is a new thing for you guys. This is It really is. And so it's so funny to just see how like the generations are. But for me, there are parts of the Y2K that I do want to leave alone, right? Like low-rise jeans, please.
No, I love low-rise jeans. I love low-rise jeans.
I can't.
I love them on women. Like I like to see them on with the like right there on like the Britney Spears thing and like the right there. That shit fire.
No, thank you.
With the little flare at the bottom.
No, thank you. I'm here for all of the the makeup. Like I love a good brown lip. I love that because that's actually more so 90s, but the girls were wearing it in 2000s as well.
Very much so
for sure. But like just little. Little cardigans with a leather pant. You know who gives me very Y2K, who I always think about as like a style icon? Tracy Ellis Ross on Girlfriends. Baby had on a Manolo, a Louboutin. She always had on a clutch, and she just looked fabulous. Like there was nothing that you could tell me about Tracy at that time.
Tracy Ellis Ross, early 2000.
If you rewatch Girlfriends, her looks are phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Okay, so you're looking at it from a high, maybe a high fashion look. But if you're gonna say anything, Lynn is the one who was really like Y2K fat. I don't know what to call it. It's like that shirt you have on, like the sleeves will look like that, but like the one button in the middle, and then like with the thing out like that with baggy cargo.
Lynn also had a different style from Joan. Joan was a high fashion girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Lynn was more so like a little bit grungy, a little bohemian. She had a different vibe. And then you had Maya, who was very much your bargain.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, yes. Oh hell yes. That was your bargain shopper. Okay. Right now, if Maya from Girlfriends was shopping, she would shop at Target, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. She would do H&M. I could see Maya doing H&M. And then Zara if she wanted to treat herself.
I would see, now you see what's crazy is I would see Joan in Zara.
Joan would definitely mix her Zara with her Alta Zara.
But we know where Tony Childs is.
She's staying in somewhere in Bergdorf.
Straight Fifth Avenue.
Absolutely.
Straight Fifth Avenue.
Absolutely.
But this Y2K fashion emergence is kind of crazy. It's like seeing like the Ed Hardy jeans.
Let's not forget the Von Dutch hats.
I love
Von Dutch.
Definitely love a Von Dutch hat. I have a couple. I had those before the Y2K emergence came about.
I'm only sticking to the hats for Von Dutch though. I'm not gonna hold you. I got nothing else for anything else. I'm not carrying the bag. I don't want any clothes. Give me a hat though. There's a couple of hats that I want.
Sweatsuits is fire.
That's it. Ed Hardy. I used to have a black Ed Hardy t-shirt with a tiger on it.
I have mad
Baby.
Ed Hardy.
Love that t-shirt so much.
What else? What else was crazy?
I mean, like we spoke about in the last episode, the True Religions is coming back. Yeah.
We have to get this. I'm going to save that segment right there. I'm going to save that segment right there. I'm not even going.
What?
Hold that thought. The True Religion coming back. Hold that thought.
Okay.
What was it? What am I thinking about? It was just on the top of my dome. We are really watching the transition. I won't even call it transition, but like slim jeans, you just don't see them no more really like that.
Oh, yeah.
The boot cut, baggy, yo, in the word, shout out to my boy Mouse Jones, we call him big jeans. Because I was trying to get Mouse to wear big jeans for a minute. He's like, I'm not wearing big jeans.
Yeah.
And then he bought his first pair of big jeans. Mm-hmm. And he liked his big jeans.
So the thing about it is that I feel like skinny jeans have a place, right? Especially for women. Especially for women, I feel like they have a place because you need them to tuck into your knee-high boots or your over-the-knee boots. You know what I'm saying? Because you need a slim, streamlined look. So I'm always going to have a pair of skinny jeans on deck for that reason. However, I do prefer either wide leg or a straight cut because that's just like my vibe. I feel like they look the best with like my shoe choices, but you got to have a skinny jean on deck. You have to.
Well, when I said skinny jean, I was including that into it because I was thinking straight leg is I included straight leg in it too because the reason why I was thinking that is because the size of these pants now
they're astronomical.
Is ridiculous.
Astronomical.
I'm like, little girl, that whole pant is swallowing you.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna hold you though. Are you familiar with the brand Kate? Khaite?
No. Khaite? No.
Yes. So they actually have these huge, they're like high-waisted wide leg pants, and I have two of them in my cart because I'm just like, I feel like I need them. One in black, one in the mid-wash blue. But let me tell you why.
Price point?
Let me tell you something about Kate. Kate is freaking expensive, okay? Expensive. They're known for their sweaters. I don't know if you like that corset sweater. When you see it, you'll know it. I'm going to show it to you. It's a corset sweater, and literally the sweater costs at least $1,200, right? But it gets better because Kate has cardigans for $2,000. They are pricey. They're a pricey brand. It's one of those, back to the It Girl statement, it's an It Girl brand for sure. And it's one of those brands where it's like investment pieces. Back to investment pieces as well.
The international black person saying for it costs too much right now is it's in my cart. That's layaway for our generation.
Let me tell you something.
It's in my cart is layaway for our generation.
Shop. If it's expensive, it's sitting in a cart until a sale happens. Period.
My Sense wish list is
ridiculous. All of my wish lists are ridiculous.
I be sitting there like,
baby, let me tell you something.
Need a job.
When those sales roll around and things is marked 50, 60, 70% off.
Oh yeah.
Guess who racking up?
Now you see, I'm not one. See, I think. Speaking of that, when we talk about things like that, because when it goes on sale, it's kind of a sign of it's not in anymore. It's old fashioned or something like that.
No.
So you don't, or didn't sell.
No. Some pieces, yes, right? But you have to remember that fashion is always ahead. So now, towards the end of the year, like we are right now, they're getting ready for their spring merchandise. Spring merchandise starts rolling in January, February.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't hit like for real, like spring doesn't start until March, but they have to make space for all of that stuff. What, not in anymore?
Well,
no, it's not that it's not anymore. It's just technically out of season, and out of season not mean that it's not popular anymore, but it's just not part of the new collection. We have to sell the new stuff. So Run me that sale, baby.
Because there's certain, you want to, oh, actually, that's perfect. Because when I think about it I think when you're so into the fast fashion type of look right about now, it's kind of like, oh, it's on sale. So that must mean it's a dub now. So it's out of there. So when I'm thinking about
the next.
Exactly. And I'm looking at it, it's like, I wonder if I buy this now, are people looking at me like, oh, that shit, are people in the fashion world who are aware of things that's in season, not in season, things of that nature, or what's old and what's not old? Are they looking at it like, oh, that's old, or you're late, or he must have got that on sale because we're already on ... from this brand and yada yada yada? It's like, oh, so I wonder if people are ever self-conscious about that when they're shopping. It's like, damn, like the real people who are really, but the real people who are really about that, they like, man, I don't give a fuck.
But that's my whole thing is like, if you're a fashion snob and a dumb one at that, I feel like you're going to be one of those
fashion snob.
Yeah, I feel like you're going to be one of those people who say, oh, that was last season. First of all, regardless of what season it is, if you like something, it's always in style.
I like that. When did you come up with that?
Like what?
Fashion snob.
Child, there are fashion snobs everywhere. They're actually very annoying.
Do you think you really think that's?
Yes, I come across them all the time.
Really?
Yes. Let me say something. All right. Some of my clients, they're very much like, oh, I only wear Loro Piana. Okay. Loro Piana is just a very overpriced brand. Do they have beautiful things? Absolutely, right? But they're selling $1,200 cashmere beanies. I'm sorry. Is this beanie curing cancer?
Quiet luxury.
Very much quiet luxury. They are the epitome of quiet luxury. Brunello Cucinelli, like all of those brands are definitely.
I got a couple pieces from Mr. BC.
Listen, Cucinelli is not cheap at all. But then you have those people who
and Zegna.
Zegna. Yeah, that's actually when I was working in Saks. That was the most expensive brand that was sold in Saks.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I actually have a lot of. Mm-hmm. Let me find out I'm Mr. Quiet Luxury. Okay. And the crazy part about it is I was just going to use it for like plane wear.
No.
Because I have, not jeans, because if you wear planes jeans on a plane, I will have you, it happened. I will get you arrested. I will have you arrested. If you wear jeans on my flight, I will have you arrested. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jeans on a plane is diabolical. Sneakers, to a certain extent, for me, is diabolical.
Like people who lounge in jeans. I'm just like, how do you lounge in jeans? Like, what part of that is comfortable?
Who does that?
Who puts on jeans
to
get a couch?
And goes to we need to do I'm gonna do a runway for airport wear, because who wakes up for their flight at 4:00 in the morning and says,
throw us some jeans.
Pass me the Marys. What? I want you arrested and brought up on charges of domestic terrorism. Immediately. Because that's diabolical.
The Marys is mad funny.
Where's the Marys? Here's my caps. What? The 1969 denims? No. That's ridiculous. I don't care how big, how comfortable. I'm not wearing jeans on a plane. And if you wear shorts on a plane, it's crazy too, because why would you want to be that cold?
Some people don't get cold.
White people.
Yeah. Listen. So, but yeah, you have your fashion snobs. You have them. People who kind of look at you I have people who be like, oh yeah, no, I don't do Zara.
I think the whole hood is fashion snobs. If you think about that.
They can be, absolutely.
I feel like because
we looking
our
at
culture,
crazy.
We're the fashion snobs.
Absolutely. They look at you crazy if you wear a certain brand, right? But once again, that boils down to like people, I feel like, allowing others to dictate what they wear and their style. Do you like it or do you not?
Which is so crazy, because imagine 2019, 2018, putting on a pair of True Religions.
Child, people what would happen to you crazy. People probably look at you crazy.
2017, wearing a pair of True Religions, they would lose their... What is so hilarious about this True Religion reemergence is that I wonder if True Religion even realizes it's a reemergence, because you can still go the very truths that we were breaking our backs for, the money that was flowing out of our pockets to go and get, are now like $50 at the outlet. So it's like, I wonder right now, is the outlet like, I hope they don't have, and yes, I'm going to mention it again, I hope they don't have a Gucci moment where they have a Ghost Collection moment and say, we're no longer doing sales.
You and this damn Ghost Collection.
But I hope they, I hope they realize that this is just a moment and that this literally will pass. So all the outlets at True Religion, don't get beside yourself.
Let me tell you something.
Don't get beside yourself.
Once it picks up and they realize that it's gaining momentum, little by little, you're going to start seeing price increases.
And little by little, and then when it fizzles out, what do you do?
But guess what? They just going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, that's what
they're going to have to deal with that. You know, another brand that a lot of people don't pay attention to, but we used to be on back in the day, Iceberg. Iceberg did a whole rebrand.
Yeah, they did.
They did a whole rebrand.
That's not even our generation.
Not going to hold you. Like, the show in Paris? Fire. Yeah, fire. Or was it Milan? It's one of those places. But either way, fire. And I was like, wait, hold on. Why are we not like? I need to see those Iceberg pieces in the U.S.
I think I'm not even gonna lie. Iceberg isn't. That's not even our generation. If we might have been born, we might have.
Well, remember, I'm a little older than you, so I do remember. Fix your face. Fix your face.
Be real, fight. Real sparing with that little. Real sparing with.
You get about everything.
Nah.
No, but I remember Iceberg.
Okay.
That's like a Nietzsche. You know what's so funny?
What?
I'm gonna say a Nietzsche, right? But I was informed that
NYC.
Child, baby, threw my whole childhood for a loop.
Did we
I
just?
was like,
This
excuse me.
That's your
Excuse me.
That's your Jacques moment.
Yo, I was like, what?
That's
what
your
the
Jacques
hell do you
moment.
mean it's NYC? But it makes so much sense. But I like a Nietzsche better. Nietzsche just sounds
I think
like
everybody
fancy.
liked the Nietzsche better.
And I'm going to keep on calling it a Nietzsche. I could kiss
I think
my
the world
ass.
is just going to keep calling it a Nietzsche.
Period. Jabot, I still love Jabot.
I never had Jabots, but I like the reemergence. Well, excuse me, it never was a reemergence. They tried to have a moment. They tried to have a moment.
Okay.
They tried to have a moment. I started seeing people. Actually, it's going to make once these kids catch up onto the sizing of Jabots, it's out of here. They don't realize that they're huge pants.
Yeah.
So they don't know. So a 38.
Mm-hmm.
A 38 then in Jabots is like a 36, 34 now.
So what's a size 34? Because I had a 34 in my cart. And somebody bought it and I was sick.
Size 34 is a size 34 and those jeans are very, I'll put it to you like this.
I want them baggy. Right.
That's gonna be very baggy.
But I still want them to be like fitted around the waist. I know I'm probably gonna have to get. I know I'm gonna have to get them taken in the waist for sure. But like, because I was thinking a men's 34.
Okay, so heads up with that. So I have a pair of back when last year. So time point. I'll put it last year because I was heavy last year. So let's say last year I was a size 40 waist.
Mm-hmm.
I could still, by the skin of my teeth, the very skin of my teeth, get into my size, I believe, 34 and size 36 Evisus.
That's another brand that I like.
Think about that. A 40
that's crazy.
to a 34.
Yeah.
That's how big that's how big they make, which is surprising because it's a Japanese brand. But that's how big they are with their sizing.
But I feel like with Japanese brands, it's either very tailored or it's the complete opposite. Yeah.
They're just
cookie
cutter.
One thing about the technicality when it comes to like them constructing a garment, out of this world. Out of this world. But yeah, no, you mentioned Evisu, and yeah, I have like 2 pairs that are also I'm ready to add.
Evisu, but I think I am a fashion snob. I'm a fashion snob.
Look
to
at
an
him.
extent.
Look.
I am a fashion snob. I'm not gonna lie, because I never stopped wearing what I wanted to wear. I never cared what anybody wanted to say. So I have pictures of me in Evisus in, when did I get my first street bike? 2017.
But that doesn't make you a fashion
2006
snob. That makes you smart.
No. Here's where it makes me a snob. Here's where I say it makes me a snob. Right. I have pictures in my Visas from 2000, wearing them in 2016, 2017. I have pictures in my Ed. I bought some Ed Hardys. I bought some Ed Hardy in 2019. A couple Ed Hardy pieces in 2019. I never stopped wearing True Religion. I didn't stop wearing True Religion jeans. I have a fire ass pic on my page. Well, I took it down. I had a fire ass pic that I took, and everybody's asking me, what jeans are those? Because they were upcycled. And everybody like, what jeans are those? What them jeans is fine. I'm like, those are True Religions.
Yeah.
You feel me? And the minute I saw, so this is where the fashion snob comes in, because I'm seeing everybody backing out, saying, talking all this Avizu talk, all this Avizu talk. I'm like, bro, I've been on that. Like, y'all excuse me, I won't even say I've been on that. I never stopped that.
Right.
Take it a step further. I never stopped wearing nudies. I was still buying nudies. And just to see everybody like, oh yeah, I gotta go back mine out my closet. I'll look on my Facebook and I'll be like, everybody like, oh yeah, I just looked on my Facebook. I just seen like 4 girls in the same Ed Hardy sweatsuit. And and the fashion snob in me, it pissed me off. I saw everybody, this is another example of me being a fashion snob. I saw everybody rushing to the Ed Hardy thing, and I donated all the Ed Hardy that I bought with the tags on it, I donated it. No. I gave it away because I said.
That's why you're a snob.
Because I said, no. We're not doing this. I'm part of nobody's trend.
You're not taking part of this.
I'm nobody's trend.
But you know what it is, though? You got to understand that regardless of it being trending, you were already on that time, right? Because that's what you liked.
Yeah.
So even when this trend passes for these people, that was still your vibe. That was still your wave. So you could keep your things because it's going to pass. It's going to pass and they're going to move on to the next thing. So it's just like, I feel like when people like something, if you like it, you wear it regardless of the year, the season, period.
I just hate being...
You got to hold on to it.
I just hate being a... Well, it's gone now. I literally, fashion snob with me, I saw everybody rushing to this Ed Hardy thing. I said, as I'm moving, I was cleaning out. I found all the Ed Hardy stuff that I had bought. I bought sweater. I had some fire sweaters. I bought some fire tank tops and t-shirts.
I would have kept all my
stuff. I said, yeah, just gonna make some kid happy. Yeah. Take that. I don't want it. I don't want it because I don't want to be a part of your. I don't want to be a part of y'all.
Anything. I'm gonna hold on to my stuff and wait for the wave to pass because people. Yeah.
Because I really like them.
I ain't gonna hold you. You made a mistake. And because what does it have to do with anybody else?
And what did them have to do with me?
Not a damn thing.
Because I was just worried about people being a part of a trend, right? Being talked about.
You gotta remember, like, these trends come and go like that. It's so fast. And then we have a lot of, and I would consider like Ed Hardy and True Religion coming back a micro trend at that. Not even a macro. It's not even like something groundbreaking at all. So it's just like, yo, if you like it, you like it. Wear your stuff.
Speaking of trends, there is a very big trend that I'm noticing, and I've always seen it in streetwear. Excuse me, but now I'm noticing it also in high fashion. And I can't speak for all of our followers. I can't even speak for you, but I'm a Christian man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm a Christian man. I believe in God. Amen. I believe that that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.
Hallelujah.
Okay? So with being a Christian man, a proud Christian man, seeing this, I won't even say new, but being more aware of what's going on in fashion, this symbolism, this satanic symbolism that they're using within the clothes and on the clothes, I'm finding it very, very disturbing. Now, with that being said, because I don't know what any of our viewers worship, who they worship, if you worship Satan, that's on you. That's none of my business.
Most definitely on you.
It's super on you.
Yeah.
And if you choose on their clothes to represent Satanism or anything that deals with that, that's on you. What bothers me is involving symbolisms of Christ on your clothing. So last season, I think it was this season, And this actually kind of threw me for a loop, and it kind of bothered me because it's when I think it may fall under his regime. What is the brother name who for Denim Tears? Oh, that's another trend. Save that. Denim Tears. The guy who makes Denim Tears, he was the creative director for Supreme. At that time. Mm-hmm. And
what is his damn name?
His
name's on the tip of my tongue.
But they had a T-shirt with a church stained glass window and somewhat of a symbol of, I guess, the devil and like flames, and like the name of it was like, let me see if I can pull it up actually.
Please do.
Let me see if I can actually pull up the exact, because I don't want to
Please do.
misspeak. And I was extremely disturbed by it because why?
You know what's so funny though? When anyone gets called out about any kind of religious pictures or anything that they've used in designs or whatever the case may be, they always find some kind of BS excuse to give, right? Oh no, that's not what we meant.
Self-expression.
We meant X, Y, and Z. No.
Stand
We're
on
not
your
blind.
business.
We can see exactly what that is. And it's like, if you're going to put it out there to the world, you're going to create something like that, you have to stand on what you're creating. And you're going to have to understand that that's not going to rub a lot of people the right way. It's definitely, you're going to get backlash. So when you get the backlash, you're going to have to hold it down. You have to hold it down.
You got, oh boy, I'm trying to even pull it up right now. Supreme, let me type in Supreme stained glass tea. What do you call the church glass?
That's also on the tip of my tongue too.
Jeez, but it was but I can't even stop there. They've put out multiple shirts they had one shirt with just 666 all over it.
Yeah, I don't play with that.
You know,
I don't play with that.
And then I'm looking at other brands. So there's another and so here's why I see it in high fashion streetwear. Saint Michael. Mm-hmm. Now, when I first saw
Tremaine Emery.
His
name was right on the tip of my tongue.
The Emery was on the tip of my tongue, okay. But I forgot it was Tremaine. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was under his regime. Mm. Saint Michael. So when I saw that, I'm like, I paid attention. Okay, Saint Michael. Okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. Then I start looking at their clothes. Mm. Clothes, I see a lot of imagery of Christ and things of that nature, and I'm like, okay, cool. They're just using Christian views and stuff like that. But then you start reading what is on it, and like the words that's on it, and like the imagery that's using on it. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Let me tell you something. Distortion, colors, and stuff like that is all used to throw you off, right? So they'll like twist around words, mm-hmm. write something backwards, upside down, mm-hmm. all types of foolishness. And if you're not paying attention, you're just like, oh, that shirt is fire. No. I need you to look closer and see what that means. Pay attention. Pay attention. But people don't pay attention to what they consume.
Now, don't get me wrong. The designs are so they actually what Bruhman, they had a big and it's really quite confusing because they have a big varsity jacket, mm-hmm. and it has Christ on the back of it, a black Jesus on the back mm-hmm. of it, and I'm like, okay, this brand, okay, they're using Christ imagery, so a lot of brands they're not mm-hmm. good fun. You feel me? But when I look at the rest of the designs, I'm confused.
Wasn't in alignment.
It's not in alignment with what I thought you were. Mm-hmm. And then what really threw me for the loop. Right about now, you got these kids going crazy over this brand called Hellstar.
Hellstar.
The name of the brand is called Hellstar.
Mm. I already don't like the name of the brand.
Huge in the streets right about now. I've known about them for a while now. Huge right about now.
Like what kind is this? Like what kind of brand is it? Like what
streetwear.
Kind of clothes? Okay,
streetwear brand.
So like geared towards skaters.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Well,
okay.
Well, technically it's a derivative, but it's urban. Okay. I guess we'll call it urban. Mm-hmm. These kids are going crazy for Hellstar. So I'm looking at the name. It didn't throw me off. Tell the truth, shame the devil. It did not throw me off. Mm-hmm. No pun intended. Hellstar, I didn't think nothing of it. Then I started looking at their designs. Upside down crosses. bullets in them, using all types of. If you go pull up, let me pull up some of Hellstar designs. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
and we'll put them on the screen for you guys so you can see. Because I need.
That one of the designs is Hell Path to Paradise Star.
Excuse me? Hell and paradise in the same sentence does not even make sense, first of all. Explain
that to me.
Wow.
They have this other design is. It's a, oh no, is that him? Oh no, that's not them. That's not Hellstar.
That's crazy. But you know what the crazy part about it is, right? Is that one, these kids don't care. And even if they do, because it's so popular within their age group, they don't want to be the ones, who are like obviously not wearing it probably. Because when you're at that age, you definitely want to.
You just want to be, and they don't, and that's what, and this is what, and this is why it's crazy, and this is what our parents, especially coming from a Christian household, is what they've been trying to preach for so long about what they're doing with the symbolisms and the things that they use. And you want to know what's so crazy? Somebody will look at you when you bring certain things up and they'll try to call you crazy. Mm-hmm. They'll tell you it's not that serious. It's not that deep. You're thinking too much into it. No.
Absolutely.
It's that deep.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking too much into anything. It's literally blatantly, directly in front of you, and we choose to ignore certain signs. Mm-hmm. We choose to look past it. We tend to make it not big. What am I supporting? I may not be believing in it. Mm-hmm. I may just like it. Mm-hmm. But what exactly am I supporting? Right. What are you wearing? As a parent, if that's what you're into, if religion isn't even your thing, then it doesn't even matter.
Right.
But if you're a Christian parent, what are you saying to your Christian parent? Or I don't believe that. I don't even think they. And you want to know what's so funny? They would never in their life ever make any mention of any Muslims. You will never see any form. There will never be any disrespect or any form of. So what are we? What are we allowing? How are we allowing people to play in our face? But to get back to the parents, just be aware of what your child is looking at, what they're wearing, and what they're using to communicate. They already got them through the music because in the music, you're calling each other demons.
Please don't get me started.
The music, the kids is called, and I would have at that age, I probably would have never thought about it. I probably would have never made note.
As you get older, certain things make more sense.
It's like, right? Why are you calling yourself? I'm chilling with my demons. Yo, bro, what are you talking about?
That sounds crazy to me.
What are you saying with your demons?
Yeah.
And then you listen to the demonic things that they're doing in the music. It's like, hold on. And then now,
say you have to have all types of like controls, bands, all types of things on your kids' devices, because the way they search up everything, the way they're sneaking and watching stuff, and I mean, like we did it too. We watched things we weren't supposed to watch. We did things we weren't supposed to do. Beating off
since I was 9. I had porn on PSP.
We didn't need that information.
Sorry,
but what I will say is, like, even with that, right? Okay, they can very easily be leaving their house in one outfit and change into another. You had kids who used to switch their outfits. You know what I'm saying? You're such a fool. Your ass was wearing your church clothes to school, so be quiet.
Good one. Good comeback.
Yeah, so you might want to think about that.
I'm West Indian. We couldn't wear the do-rag outside the house. We got to go around the corner tied up. Yep. I make quips.
Listen, there were certain things I wanted to wear. I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just feel like like you were saying, as parents, you definitely have to be mindful, like with your children, what they're watching, what they're consuming. But then also, as adults, we now have the power to decide what we want to support, what we want to spend our money on, right? Mm-hmm. Be more mindful. Pay more attention.
I feel like once you cross into the adult realm of it, adults, they're literally either going to say, they're either oblivious or it's just, I don't care. The kids, they just really generally don't know. And it's like they're being programmed and just being brainwashed. And I don't want it's just
being brainwashed on a regular basis every day. I say we're all being programmed and brainwashed every day. But every time you open your phone, baby.
Very true. Very true. And you know what's crazy? we probably won't even pick up on certain things until another 10 years, realizing back then, like, because you thinking about your favorite songs from back then.
I listen to some R&B songs now and I'm like, hey, I had no business.
Ashley, I will never forget this moment. I was driving down Rogers in the back seat with my sister, my aunt driving, and my Uncle Dwight. And I'll never forget, I was listening to Laffy Taffy. And I'm sitting back there just jamming, and all I'm singing out loud is, girls call me Jolly Rancher, cause I stay so hard, you could suck me for a long time. Oh my God. I will never forget this moment. We're driving past the firehouse on Rogers, and my Uncle Dwight just turned around, and he looked at my aunt like, what the fuck is he singing? What?
Yes.
We get further down the road. I'm listening. I can't remember now. Joel Santana. I'm listening to a Joel Santana song, and I said, I can't give it up like an old man who can't get it up. I'm not a man till it's up. So now I'm rapping bad. I'm back. I'm badder. Shit, they probably think I'm taking rap Viagra.
Ciao.
And he stopped. He's like, all right. What the fuck is going? He like, my aunt look over her shoulder like, okay, all right. Now, what are you really going on with?
No, it gets
I don't know what I was singing.
We had no idea. It just sounded good. The hook was catchy and the beat was fire. That's it. But as you get older, there's songs I listen to now and I'm like,
I had no business.
What was I singing?
I had no business.
And then don't get me started. If you are from the Caribbean, you already know soca songs are nasty.
Yeah.
Turn it around and push it back in. Hey.
Boy, the water running. What water is running?
Yo.
Edwin, what water is running?
Oh
the man said,
gosh.
I found a job in the newspaper. This woman she looking for a plumber. What is a plumber? Boy.
Yo, the songs that we used to listen to, crazy. We was out here singing 6, 7, 8, winding up ourselves, dancing to songs. We had no business.
But here's the beauty in it.
None.
It was so discreet.
They did it so well. People can learn from soca artists. You hear me?
It was
right over your head.
It literally
right over your head.
Right over your head.
Because you couldn't tell me that she wasn't really looking for a plumber. You couldn't tell me that the woman didn't have a whole leak in her house.
So, when the job cooking saltfish, we just soak it good.
Listen,
What saltfish? Who saltfish? Soaking what?
Yo, honestly, I love my culture. I love my culture. I would not trade it for the world.
Now you see, the Jamaicans, they was just out there with it. Raw.
Real raw.
Fucking at the bush and fucking at the tree. Fuck money.
No fucks given.
Everything was. Tony Matterhorn really just said, "I fuck everywhere."
Wait, can we really talk about that time though? Like pasta fashion?
Ooh.
Can we talk about pasta fashion?
I'm not even gonna hold you up. We might even have to bring in a guest for that too.
I feel like we have to bring in like some of the Shotzi guests. Like some of the old school dancers.
I mean, we had one.
Yeah, Corey. But we need to bring some more.
Yeah.
We need to bring some more because Pasta was a time, y'all. I don't know if y'all was around. I don't know what you was doing. But Pasta, the DVDs, the parties.
That was
the fashion. Yo, when I say we was
Levi's.
Wearing anything. Oh my God. Do you remember people being on flyers for parties? And all of the parties had a theme. Being on
a flyer was big. You and your team was big.
That was a big deal.
You was big.
That was a big deal. I was on like maybe 2 flyers.
Check you the
ever. I used to host parties. Honestly, shout out to Different World for real. I used to be in Queens heavily, and we had a whole
Queens.
Yes, I used to be in Queens heavily, and we had a whole group. It was called 187. Me, Maureen, Amanda, Shauna. When I say 11 girls deep in the club,
hold on,
time you can't tell me nothing.
Think about what your name was.
I know.
Y'all didn't even realize what y'all was calling yourselves.
No. We knew, because we was killing these bitches.
That was some corny queen shit. That had Queens written all over it.
First of all,
from Sutphin to
just
fucking...
be quiet. You just be quiet, okay? But anyway, like I said.
Why were you running with Queens people? Have you no shame?
No, I love those Queens guys. They're amazing.
Queens,
They're amazing.
Girls. You didn't mean God. You found Queens niggas cool?
Those are, listen, I love those dudes to this day, okay? I don't know, I can't speak for all Queens guys, but Different World was good with me. And they still good with me. Not you eating the Welch. You get on my nerves. But back to...
I would like to report a crime. Yes.
Yo. Why do you act like this?
911 immediately.
Oh my gosh.
Queens and cool are two words that should
Listen, I don't judge everybody by their borough.
I do.
That's like people talking crazy about us because we're from Brooklyn. And then we end up being, better than what they thought.
What do you talk crazy about being from Brooklyn? What can you possibly say?
I mean, I wouldn't say anything because I'm from Brooklyn.
What could you possibly say about us being from Brooklyn?
I know we definitely say that Queens people can't dress. Like, we constantly say that.
No, we know that. I mean, that's scientifically proven.
To be fair, it's a fact. Now, I know somebody is probably going to be in the comments, and somebody from Queens is going to be like...
I don't care. Meet me on the half. The fuck? You shot there already, so I know that's where you're going to be, so meet me there.
You know what?
Collie Block.
Child, listen. That pasta thing gotta happen.
I remember
that was a time.
Never.
What?
Never.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Pasta Era was a.
It was a time.
It was the time is timeless.
Absolutely.
The era, the fashion, it was really one track minded for the most part. I know Levi's were the. That was it.
It was definitely
501s.
One track minded for sure.
That
there was a lot of Polo, a lot of Lacoste. I feel like.
Would you call that would you call that the Pasta Era?
I feel like because we were mixing those things with other things, and the brightly colored Polos and Lacoste at that. Bright colored Lacoste. I remember the bright colored Lacoste. Polo, I feel like I want to separate that because I feel like Polo was such a moment by itself. Polo had its own moment for sure.
I can't even. Sure. That's literally a staple.
And that is another conversation to be had because, like, when you from Brooklyn, baby, Polo is a big deal.
That's a shout out to the Low gang. You feel me?
I hope somebody from Low sees this.
Low Life
sees this. I want to interview somebody so bad. When I say I am obsessed and I be going down a rabbit hole because
I think I actually could probably try to set that up.
I'm so interested. We could definitely try to set that up. The freaking vintage ski pieces that they have that nobody has. Crazy. I actually watched they all gathered in like Times Square and I watched them go and they were talking about basically what pieces that they had on and basically somebody would win that section. When I say the vintage coats that they had on, fire, sickening. I want parts.
It's beautiful how we were able to turn. I don't feel like it's like that anymore. But at that time, how the hood, and when I say we, I want to be specific. The hood was able to influence brands to just really like cater to us, like. Oh, before we go, I want to tap into this, what I just saw. Timberland having their anniversary for something. I don't remember what it was for. And now all of a sudden to see so much African Americans be so a part of the entire... Black people were the point of the whole campaign, of the whole advertising campaign.
Who makes Timberland the most money?
But
we buy a fresh pair of butters every winter.
Now, what I'm saying
every winter. What are you saying?
All of a sudden.
No, all of a sudden we're getting the recognition. All of a sudden we're part of the conversation. Now, we've always been.
Oh no, that's what. I'm saying. All of a sudden now, but on whose? I don't like it.
It's not on our terms, baby.
Exactly.
It's not on our terms, and it's never on our terms. Let me say something right now. They always wait till things get blown up, right? And somebody decides that, oh, now we can allow Black people to be part of the conversation. Now we can allow them to sit at the table that they already built.
Oh, no, come, guys. Come.
So
everybody,
it's just
please,
like,
no, Negroes, no. Come, do the campaign.
But that's why we really have to do our own shit. We have to. Because it's just like, we make these brands so much money all the time. We put them on the map. We literally have them in the billions of dollars. Have them in a different tax bracket. This is why
today I got on my Can't Relate.
Period.
Okay. Local brand. Sunglasses. Can't Relate. Shout out to them. Sponsoring this episode.
I know that's right.
Because we're going to support our own.
As we should.
And then we're going to get them to that point.
As we should.
You feel me? They probably laughed at, remember FUBU? Cross colors. And that's actually I actually want you to watch that episode. Cross color. The lady for I believe is it Cross Colors or I forgot the name of the brand, but it was a huge brand back in the 90s. And she did a Drink Champs episode. Extremely informative. I learned so much.
I gotta watch it
from that episode about fashion back then. If we can get her, boy, crazy. Listen,
I would want anybody who really, and because I love to hear about like before, when things were really different, before social media, before all this access that people have, and people who really, just started shit with nothing. They started with nothing, and they had so much talent.
I know people who actually went to school with Carl Kanai. I believe he went to Canarsie. Who went to school with Carl Kanai and talking about him really peddling his sketching in class, peddling his design, getting it like. I don't even know if these kids really these kids won't understand how big
these kids will never understand certain things.
FUBU was to the night. Listen, we're gonna get wrapped up all up in this, and this is gonna be too much.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Dress Code Podcast. It's your boy Bruhman from the 5th floor. And the lovely, the stylish local. We out.
You ate both.